Luke 22:14 to 23. So this is the Last Supper, the Lord's Supper, where he is having a Passover meal with his disciple. He then told them about the bread and the cup, that they should do this in remembrance of him, and that he won't be drinking the fruit of the vine, and he will not eat the Passover again until it is fulfilled in the kingdom of God. So it seems like this is happening on earth, and so it's being fulfilled on earth, but it needs to also be fulfilled in the kingdom of God. So I'm not sure what that really means. What does it mean when the Passover is fulfilled in the kingdom of God? And then, but and with the fruit of the vine, the wine though, he won't drink it until the kingdom of God comes. So the kingdom of God needs to come to earth, it seems. And so he made a new covenant in his blood, and that remind me of the old covenant that God made with Moses. He set up kind of like a offering, and he's the only one who's passing through it. So it's like if anything happened, it's on him to deal with it. Moses just stood and watched. So that was just something that I just remember right now. And then he talked about how there's someone betraying him on this table. With so the hand of the one betraying Jesus is with his on the table. So before I'm like, I read somewhere in the Bible where Jesus was dipping bread, and he said whoever dipped bread, then that's the one who's gonna betray him. But this one, it's just, oh, there's a table, people are surrounding it, there's people like putting their hand on the table, and so whoever has his hand, some of them who have their hand on there are candidates to be the one who's gonna betray Jesus. So it's like more ambiguous. I thought before, it's like, why couldn't the disciple figure it out? But if it's as Luke wrote it, where there's ambiguity, and that's why they were discussing among themselves. And this is the verse that I was remembering yesterday, that the Son of Man is going. That means he will be crucified. He needs to be crucified, die, and resurrected to fulfill God's plan as it has been determined. But woe to that man by whom he is betrayed. So that person had a choice, but then they still chose to betray Jesus. And we know that is Judas Iscariot. So that's why they began to debate themselves who was going to do this, but then they continue to then just, I guess, this debate turned into who is the greatest among them. And I'll save that for tomorrow.